This is Eagle Out, and today I will go over the Eagles versus Jets. Also, a couple things I didn't get a chance to go over, such as IR, somebody we signed to the active roster, Jets Eagles injury report. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it, man. Let me just put up the banner right now, the keys to victory. But I will not only talk about the keys to victory. Let's get into the other news that I didn't talk about yesterday. So first, the injury report, the official one. I know I reported Jalen Carter's out, Darius Slay, and Quez Watkins. And I said I didn't really get any update on Justin Evans, so I'm not sure how he's doing. But you got Sidney Brown questionable, but there's reporters out there saying that he said he will play, but it's ultimately up to the coaching staff. Marlon T questionable. Fletcher Cox will play. N'Kobe Dean looked like he will play. Rashad Evans is a full participant. He should play, but we will see about that. Jet Stoll looking good, so he should play as well. Also, I got this news about Justin Evans. Remember, I was saying no Justin Evans news. I'm not sure what's going on with him. We know he out, but is it long term? Because you got to remember about Justin Evans. Throughout his career, everybody was like, yo, he's good. And he showed that with the Eagles. He's a good player, but he can't stay healthy. So this came out. All right, so Bradley Roby is officially on the active roster. So we made the right move. But they placed Justin Evans on IR. I thought they was going to place Quez Watkins on IR, but they placed Justin Evans. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then a lot of fans asked, content creators and things like that, like, why do y'all want a safety so bad? Hey, we got an injury prone safety and Justin Evans. Sidney Brown missed a couple games, and now you're thin. Now you will Reed Blankenship and Terrell Edmonds if anything happened to Sidney Brown. And that's not a good duo. We seen a little dose of that with the Commanders. It's just not the best duo, and that's why us fans we want, or at least content creators, we want another safety. Can't trust Justin Evans. Not saying he's bad, but he got an injury history. Just keeping it real. Even a guy like Avante Maddox. That's why we signed the guy from the Colts, Isaiah Rodgers, for next year, because you can't trust Avante Maddox's health, just like Justin Evans. Now Justin Evans is down. I'm not privy, or I did not know if, or I do not know if Sidney Brown has an injury history. I never heard anything in college. Maybe this is just like a one-time off thing with the hamstring. The hamstrings can be weird, especially for a guy that moved like him. And again, now you're down basically to two safeties. So we need to bring in another safety. That's why I like to hear that we trying to get Chin, or we at least working on getting a safety. So I like to hear things like that. But get well, Justin Evans. And I'm surprised they didn't elevate N'Kobe Dean. So that means somebody else is probably going to be off the roster later today, which I might report on later today. But Saturday, I usually try to spend the whole day with the family. And this is the injury report for both teams. So the Jets, they don't have three cornerbacks? Three? Because DJ Reed is out, and then they got some other cornerbacks that are out. And then Sauce Gardner is dealing with an illness. He more than likely he's going to play. So I look at this game like, yo, Devontae Smith should eat. Devontae Smith should definitely eat this game, especially if the backup cornerback is on him. So as much as we are dealing with injuries on our defensive side, so are they. But I trust our offense can put up more points than the Jets offense. So we should win this game, man. We should definitely win this game. I expect a big game out of Devontae Smith and even Dallas Goedert. Maybe this is the game where A.J. Brown probably take the back seat. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, A.J. Brown had 8 targets last game, but they were bombs. But what I see happening is that we're going to get Devontae Smith early involved in the game, like how we did with Dallas Goddard. I think it's going to be the same thing. Get him involved early. Let him feel like he's a part of the game, and I think that's going to happen. Like the first quarter, first half, Devontae Smith is going to go berserk. Trust me, he's going to go crazy this game. But let's just get into the keys of victory. I already broke down everything that's going on with both teams. So first key, offensive side, finish your drives. Finish your drives. You get down to that red zone. Yes, we're going up against one of the best red zone defense, but this is a real test to what Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni, what they've been doing. How we going to score and finish these drives? Yes, putting up field goals and things like that can beat this team, but you got to start thinking ahead because Dolphins ain't messing around. Dolphins are going to put points on the board. They are. So not trying to say I'm thinking ahead, but I am thinking ahead of the harder teams like 49ers. They're going to put points on the board. Bills are going to put points on the board. So we got to look at this team like, well, we got one of the best red zone defensive team. If we could put points on the board and finish drives against this team, we could damn near do it against any other team because I trust Brian Johnson to get it from the 20 to the 20. No doubt about it. But you got to get more creative in that red zone for sure. Definitely for sure. So I want to see how we handle that. Blocking got to be on point. Robert Salah is known for getting at quarterbacks. Some of the best quarterbacks had their worst games against him. But I think the offensive line is going to hold up because I'm happy what the Jets head coach said because now it wakes this team up. At least the feel from the fans is like, yo, we sleeping on this team. But no, Jalen Hurts, he don't sleep on any team. Remember like a couple years ago, or last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was last year when we was playing like the Cardinals or something like that. And they was asking about, the media was asking about nonsense. And then Jalen Hurts was like, yo, y'all not going to ask me anything about the game. And then that Cardinals game ended up being close. We won, but Jalen Hurts going to every Sunday, Thursday, or wherever we playing, very, very serious, Try to leave this game healthy, It is easy, it's easier said than done, but try to leave this game healthy. I think I was watching, I forgot what I was watching, and it was like an Eagles reporter or something like that. It was like, remember how we played the Bears last year? We won that game for sure, but it felt like a loss too, because it's like, dang, we won, but Jalen Hurts got hurt this game and got to miss a couple games, and probably not going to be 100%. And the Eagles are doing a lot of quarterback runs. That's when I really got mad at Shane Steichen. And then Jalen Hurts had to deal with the shoulder and things like that. So let's leave this game healthy, man. Definitely on the offensive side. Now the defensive side, we got to go get after the quarterback. Go get him. I still think our four can get him, my front four. They got injuries on that D line. We got to show why we deep. Marlon T could start for a couple teams. We know Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox. Still got Brandon Graham, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, who's having a wonderful year. So we still got dudes without Jalen Carter that can get the quarterback. That shouldn't be a problem. James Bradbury should be able to hold up. Bradley Roby should be able to hold up. I am worried about Job and Eli Ricks because I think what's going to happen is basically it's going to be like on the job learning, and whoever looked better, I think Sean Desai is going to keep in because he did that with the slot cornerback position last game. I'm like, why is he why is he doing this? Why is he going with Eli Ricks? Then who else he had out there? Mario Goodrich. Like, just put Bradley Roby out there, man. And he put him out there, and basically he stayed in the game the whole time. And I think it's going to be like that for the outside corner. You're just going to see different mix-up. And I think they probably going to stay with Eli Ricks, but we will see because that side will get tested. I know they like Zach Wilson. If you see this guy on this guy, just throw it to him. And I don't think James Bradbury barely get tested this game, in my opinion. I think he's going to throw after whoever's subbing in for Darius Slay. And whoever that guy is got to step up for sure. It's going to be interesting what we do with the safety position. Hopefully, Sidney Brown can play. As I know you guys say, people shouldn't lose their job due to injury. But this is a time where Sidney Brown can be like, yo, I'm that guy. I can play. I can do this at a high level. So if he show that, and then we in good hands, at least for the next 4 weeks or whatever we do at the safety position. Like, do we grab another guy or do Sidney Brown make us think like, well, maybe we don't need another guy, if he play at a high level. I want to see what Nakobe Dean can do for sure. This is a running team. Let's see if Nakobe Dean can hold up, going in between those tackles with those big guys. See what he can do. Let's definitely see what he can do. And we should lead this game with a victory, man. We should lead this game with a victory. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Gave you a little update about both teams with the injury report. Justin Evans on IR. Who do we move off the active roster to bring Nakobe Dean up? Will be interesting. Probably going to find that out tomorrow or even Sunday before game time. And again, we should win this game. But this is Eagle Al. I'm up.